Hello, everyone, and welcome to English Cozy Chat. Today, I want to share my travel routine with you. This episode is perfect to practice shadowing. So, whenever you want to practice speaking, just pause the video and repeat after me. Let's begin. On days that I travel, I usually wake up very early. I always stay up really late packing the night before. So usually I feel sleepy in the morning. Sometimes the sky is still dark when I wake up. I wake up slowly and get out of bed. Then I wash my face, brush my teeth, and take a quick shower. I take a cold shower to really wake me up. I put on clothes that are comfortable for travel. I usually wear a t-shirt, comfortable pants, and comfortable shoes. I always wear a jacket because many times I get cold when I travel. Comfort is very important on travel days. After I get dressed, I go to the kitchen and make a cup of coffee. I always drink coffee in the morning. The smell of coffee really helps to wake me up. Then I eat breakfast. I usually make cereal or oatmeal in the morning. After eating breakfast, I make sure that I have everything that I need. I always worry that I forgot something important. First, I make sure I have my passport. Then I make sure that I have my phone charger. After that, I make sure that I have my wallet and my headphones. I then look at my packing checklist and make sure that I have everything packed that I need. Before leaving the house, I take one last look around. I close all of the windows, I turn off all of the lights, and then I take out the trash. When it's time to go, I pick up my suitcase and walk out the door. Before I walk away, I always lock the door. That is very important, especially when you travel. Usually, the streets are very quiet in the early morning. The air feels cool and fresh. I always enjoy quiet mornings before a trip. I take the train to go to the airport. I like to sit near the window and listen to music. Sometimes I look outside. Sometimes I close my eyes and relax. Little by little, the train becomes more crowded. People are going to work, and other people are traveling too. Then I arrive at the airport. When I arrive at the airport, I always first look for my airline desk. Then I wait in line and check in my suitcase. After that, I go through security. Sometimes there is a very long line. Going through security can be stressful, especially when there are a lot of people. I always feel much more relaxed after I go through security. Then I look for a cafe. I almost always buy another coffee and something small to eat. Sometimes I'll buy a croissant, and other times I buy a sandwich. One of my favorite parts of traveling is waiting at the airport. I like sitting by the window and watching the airplanes go by. Some people at the airport look excited, and other people look nervous and rushed. Everyone is going someplace different. I think airports feel interesting and peaceful at the same time. When it's time to board the plane, I usually get excited. I always like sitting next to the aisle. It makes me feel a little more free during the flight. I like not having to crawl over someone if I have to go to the bathroom. I find the sound of the plane very peaceful. Many times when the plane takes off, I fall asleep. I love to sleep on the plane, and I usually sleep really well on the plane. Sometimes I read a book, and sometimes I just like being awake and thinking on the airplane. Life is always so busy, and being on the airplane feels like a pause in time. When the flight is almost over, the plane begins to land. It's always exciting to feel the plane touch the ground. Everyone starts to turn on their phones and send messages. The pause in time is over, and it's time to start the vacation. After arriving, I usually feel really happy. I slowly walk through the airport and pick up my suitcase at baggage claim. Then I look for a taxi or a train. I enjoy seeing a new place for the first time. Everything feels different and exciting. Usually after a flight, I'm really hungry. So I will find a restaurant, sit down, relax, and get something to eat. Travel days can feel long and tiring, but I still enjoy them. I like the feeling of going somewhere new. This is my travel routine. What is your travel routine? Let me know in the comments. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.